Dear students, welcome to the online learning. Today we will learn about chapter number 6, that is integers. Today's topic will be subtraction of integers. So let's begin with our today's learning. So here comes the rules for subtraction of integers. So see here we have a question 5 subtracted with 2, that is equals to 3. So children, when we look for the subtraction of integer here, as per the rule, what we do, we keep the first number as it is, and then we change the subtraction sign to an addition sign. Okay, and then here comes the third rule, that change the sign of the second number to its opposite. So you can see here we were having here plus 2. Okay, and as per the rule, what we did, we have made it minus 2. Now later on what we do, we follow the rule as like the addition of integers. Okay, so here you can see that you will get the solution equals to 3 for this given number, that is 5 minus 2 will be equals to 3. Now see here we have taken one example, that 5 minus of minus 3. Fine, so how to solve this? As per the rule, we'll keep the first number as it is, and then we'll change the subtraction sign to addition sign. Then as per the third step, what we do, we change the sign of second number to its opposite. So it was a negative number, we have made it positive. Later on we follow the rule for addition of integers. So here it will be 5 plus 3 will give us 8. Fine, so now let's revise it what we learned right now. So let's have a quick recap for that. So children, what we learned just now, for any given integer which we want to subtract, what we do, first of all, we don't change the sign of the first number, we keep it as it is, and then as per the second rule, it was we have to change the subtraction sign to an addition sign here, and then as per the third step, what we do, we change the sign of the second number to its opposite. If it is a positive number, next number is a positive number, then we make it as negative integer, and then later on we follow the rules we learn for the addition of integers. Fine, so you can see minus 5 is to be added with minus 4. So here we are looking to add the two negative integers. So what we learned as per the rule of addition of integers, when we have to add any two negative integers, we add the given integers regardless of their sign, and we place minus sign in front of the answer obtained. Fine, now let's see here this thing one more time. Again, here on the screen you can see that we have to subtract 12, that with minus 6. Okay, so what we have learned right now, that we keep the first number as it is and we change the subtraction sign to addition sign, then the next integer, that is written as it is. But here if it is a negative integer, the next integer is a negative integer, so that we change it to its opposite sign. So if it is a negative, we have made it as positive. So you can see here 12 added with 6 will give us what? Now 18. So we can write here 12 subtracted with minus 6 will be equals to 18. So let's learn here now the exercise questions, how it can be solved, given in the textbook page number 131. So children, first question is find. So here we have 35 minus 20. So this can be solved as like, as the rule we have just now discussed, that the first number will be written as it is, then in place of subtraction sign it will be written as addition sign, and the next integer will be changed to its opposite sign. Fine, so here it was a plus 20, now it is written as minus 20. Now later on we'll follow the addition rule of the integer. So we look here to add one positive integer, that with one negative integer. So in this way what we do, we go ahead with subtraction. Okay, and now when we'll subtract this 20 with 35, we'll get what? 15 here. Likewise, when we see the next question, it is minus 15 minus of minus 18. So how it can be solved? See here, the first integer we have written as it is minus 15. In place of minus, we have written here plus, and the next integer was minus 18. So that we have taken it as positive plus 18. Fine. Now by doing so, we have got here minus 15 plus 18. So here we'll subtract them. So by subtracting, we have got here 3, and as the bigger integer is having a sign of positive, so this answer will also have positive sign with it in the answer. Now see here, the next question is 23 minus of minus 12. So when we do it as like the rules we discussed right now, so what we will do, the first integer will write 23 as it is. In place of minus, we have written plus, and the next integer was minus 12, so that we have taken it as 12. Okay, that is the additive inverse of this minus 12. So when we have done this, you can see we now we are having a addition sign. So we'll add this to integers. So we got here 35. Now see here, fill in the blanks with appropriate sign. So first of all, we need to solve this given integers present both the side of this blank. So let's solve them first one by one. So here children, you can see in our LHS side, that is in left hand side, we have minus 3 plus of minus 6. Fine. So what we'll do as per the rule, first integer as it is we will write, then in place of this, when we'll open the bracket, you can see we have here two negative integers that is to be added. So what we have learned as per the rule, we'll go ahead with adding this two integers. Okay, so when we add this two negative integers, you'll get here 9, and the bigger integer is having sign of negative with it, that is 6. Okay, so answer will also have minus sign in front of it. In the same way, when you see the integers present towards your right hand side, you'll see it is minus 3 minus of minus 6. So minus 3 minus minus will become plus. Why? So now here the rule of subtraction of integer will be applicable towards the right hand side. Okay, so the first integer it is written as it is, and now here we have minus sign in the question towards the right hand side. So in place of minus, we'll write here plus, and the next integer, the second integer, will be written with its opposite sign. Okay, so here it was minus, so that we will write it with plus sign. So now you can see in the next step it is minus 3 plus 6. Okay, so here the addition rule will be applicable. So plus minus, we will do minus. Okay, so 6 minus 3 will get plus 3. So you can see here, as in the first class we have discussed already, that the integers with the positive sign, they are always greater. So here 3 will be greater than minus 9. Likewise, you can do the next question. Let's see here how we have done it. So when we talk about the left hand side, here we have minus 21, that is to be subtracted with minus 10. So again, we'll apply here the rule for subtraction of integer. Okay, so first integer as it is we have written. In place of minus, we have written here plus sign, and in place of minus 10, we'll write plus 10. Then here the rules for addition of integer will be applicable. So you can see here that we'll get plus minus minus we will do, and we'll get here minus 11. In the same way, when you see the right hand side here, minus 31 is to be added with minus 11. So we are looking to add the two negative integers, so we'll go ahead with adding them. Okay, and answer will consist negative sign with it as the greater integer. It is 31 and it has minus sign in front of it. So answer will also occupy minus sign in front of it. Okay, now you can see here that here the sign will be indicated. So we know that the integer which is smaller, and if it has a negative sign in front of it, so that negative integers becomes greater as compared to the minus 42. So here minus 11, if you see on the number line, it is more near to 0. So this is greater as compared to minus 42. Now see here the next question, that is fill in the blanks. So you can see children, we have to fill this blank. So as per the rule of the addition of integers, you have learnt when we add any two integers, the two of same value with opposite sign, we get their sum is equals to 0. So if we have minus 8 and that is to be added with a blank given here, so we'll write the same integer that too with opposite sign, so we'll get here 0. So that is plus 8. In the same way, the another question of fill in the blanks you can complete. Now come here to the question number 4, that is find. So here you can see we have to find minus 7 minus 8 and that is to be subtracted with minus 25. So let's see how to solve this question. Here you can see we'll first apply here the rule for subtraction. So minus 7 we have taken it out from the bracket, then next was minus 8, and now here you can see it was a minus sign, so that we have written here plus sign as per the rule of subtraction of integer, and the next integer which was written with the negative sign, that we have taken with positive sign. Okay, now let's solve by taking two integers together at a time. So minus 7 and minus 8, we are looking to add here the two negative integers. Okay, so we will add them. So by adding 7 and 8 we'll get 15 and it will occupy minus sign in front of it. Then the next integer was plus 25. So you can see now this time we have to add one negative and one positive integer. Fine. So in this case what we do, we go ahead with subtracting these two integers. So when we subtract 15 from 25, we'll get here 10. Okay, now come to the next question. Here again minus 13 plus 32 minus 8 minus 1. So let's see how to solve this question. So again we'll bring all the integers out from the bracket. So first of all minus 13 taken out from the bracket, then plus 32 minus 8 and minus 1. Okay, now let's solve them by taking two integers together. So minus 13 plus 32. So one negative and one positive integer. So we'll subtract them. So by doing so we'll get here 19 and it will occupy. It will be the sign of bigger integer. So it was 32. So 19 will be with positive sign. And now next you see here minus 8 and minus 1. So two negative integers are there. So when we look to add them, what we do here, actually we add these two negative integers regardless of their sign present, and later on we provide the negative sign in front of the sum. So here we'll get minus 9 by calculating this minus 8 and minus 1. Then next step, when you're seeing here 19 minus 9, so by doing so we'll get here plus 10. Now here comes your home assignment that you need to solve. Question number 1 B D F, question number 2 C D, question number 3 D E, question number 4 C D from exercise 6.3 given in the textbook page number 131. So children, I hope whatever we learned today you have understood properly. Complete your notebook.